today's paneer pakoda recipe. It's super simple and really easy. So first I'm going to show you how I make my paneer. So here I have about 1 liter of milk. Now you can add vinegar, but I've added about 2 tablespoons of lime juice. Otherwise you can add 2 tablespoons of white vinegar and just keep stirring this on a low to medium heat. First you need to bring your milk to a boil and then add the vinegar or the lime juice, and then you will see that it breaks like this. So now you can put off the gas and just stir it for a while. Then just put a muslin cloth like this or a large gent's kerchief onto a colander which has a vessel below it. And we are just going to pour this into the muslin cloth. And then just dab it down like this. And put a heavy weight, tie it up and put a heavy weight, and we're going to set this aside for at least 2 to 3 hours and then even refrigerate it. Now don't throw away the liquid, that is whey, and you can use it for making your chapatis, puris, etc. So now I've kept my paneer aside for at least 5 hours and I put it in the refrigerator to set. And after that, when I open it up, you can see that my paneer is all nice and formed. And keeping it in the refrigerator also firms it up a bit and it becomes easier to even cut it up. So you can see I have my lovely cottage cheese, homemade cottage cheese or paneer, which you can use for so many dishes. Now I'm just going to cut them up into strips like this, and to make it into smaller pieces I'm going to cut it up into halves. Now I have a lot of paneer dishes on my channel, so just go to my channel's main page and then go to playlist and then go to paneer recipes, and you'll find many recipes which you can make. So in this way our paneer is ready. Isn't it super simple, guys? So now I'm going to prepare the batter. So I've taken a large mixing bowl to which I've added about 2 tablespoons of besan or chickpea flour. I'm going to add a pinch of salt, and I'm going to also add about a teaspoon of baking soda. Now this makes the batter very nice and fluffy and crispy, and so your paneer pakoras also become nice and crispy. Now mix everything together, add a little bit of water, and we want a thick batter. It should not be runny, it should not be too thick, but just the right consistency, and whisk it so that you don't have any lumps. Now I've kept my oil for heating, so I'm just going to add about 2 tablespoons of that hot oil. That's called mohan, and that makes the paneer pakoras even more crispy. Now I'm just going to put the paneer into this and coat it well. I've kept my oil for heating on a low to medium, and I'm just going to put them into the oil and fry them till they're nice and golden brown and crispy. So I've got many dishes of paneer like palak paneer, there's palak paneer paratha recipe, there's a recipe for paneer chili fry, Manchurian paneer, paneer tikka masala. So there is a big range of paneer dishes. I will leave a link to the playlist of my paneer dishes in the description box below. So just click it and it will take you to all my paneer dishes. So that's it, friends, and all I've done is drained it on some kitchen napkins to drain off the excess oil, and then when serving I've just sprinkled a little bit of chili powder and chaat masala and served it with some ketchup. So bake this and enjoy it. And today the ingredients we require, I'm going to be using 200 grams of paneer, 1 cup of thick yogurt, about 2 tablespoons of ginger garlic paste. This is 3 tablespoons of tandoori masala, 2 tablespoons of coriander or dhania powder, some salt to taste, 1 tablespoon of Kashmiri red chili powder, 2 tablespoons of a powder made of cloves, cardamom, and cinnamon, 1 tomato puree, 1 tablespoon of tomato ketchup, about 2 light green chilies, and 2 teaspoons of kasuri methi. So let's begin by first marinating the paneer. So in a bowl, I'm going to be adding some curd, which I've just whisked, about 1 cup of curd. This is homemade curd, so I'll leave a recipe of how I make dahi or curd or yogurt at home. Now to this beaten or whisked curd, I'm going to be adding the tandoori masala. Mix in this tandoori masala with the curd nicely. Let it all get well integrated with the curd. Now we're going to add this ginger garlic paste. This again is homemade ginger garlic paste. I will leave a recipe of how I make my own ginger garlic paste at home, which has a very long shelf life. We're going to mix in the ginger garlic paste well too. Now we're going to add about half of the Kashmiri red chili powder to the marinade. We're going to mix that in well too. And now we're going to add some salt to taste. Now I use Himalayan pink salt. You can use regular salt too. I've added about 1 teaspoon of salt. You can add it as per your taste. And we're going to now add the cubes of paneer into this marinade that we have prepared. We're going to coat all of the paneer pieces or the cubes well with this marinade. Do it gently. We don't want the paneer breaking. So just lightly mix everything well. And then we're just going to cover and keep this aside for about 10 minutes. Now I'm going to prepare a very special kind of a puree, a fried puree, which adds a real lovely flavor to this dish. So in a pan, I'm heating about 1 tablespoon of oil. Now once the oil is nice and hot on a low to medium flame, I'm going to be adding the green chilies. These are light green chilies, so they're not very spicy, but we're going to fry them well because we want the lovely flavor of these chilies to flavor the oil. Now I'm going to add this powder that I've prepared of cinnamon, cloves, and cardamom. This also really elevates the flavor of this dish. Now we're going to add the tomato puree that we've prepared. I've just taken 1 medium-sized tomato and put it into the mixer and made a puree. You can also use the ready-made one. Now we're going to fry all of this well on a low to medium flame till the tomato puree becomes a little bit on the thicker side. Now we're going to add the tomato ketchup or the tomato sauce to it. Get all of that goodness in. And then we're going to mix all of this very well. We're going to fry this well. Now we're going to add the remaining Kashmiri red chili powder. And we're going to fry, and the kasuri methi, and we're going to fry this very, very well. Now you will see that the tomato puree almost starts to dry up a little and come together. It thickens up. Now we're going to add a little bit of salt. Just go very slow on the salt because we've already added it to the marinade. So about quarter teaspoon will do. And we're going to add half a teaspoon of sugar. Mix all of this very well. Now we're going to add the coriander or the dhania powder. Again, give everything a good mix. Fry it well with all the rest of the ingredients. And then we're going to add half a cup of fresh cream. Now you can buy the ready-made cream, or you can even use the cream that's, there with the milk that we use on a regular basis. So you can just collect that for about 2-3 days. Keep it in the refrigerator fresh, and then just add this to your remaining mixture. And we're going to fry everything well, and you see that it gets a lovely color with the cream and the Kashmiri red chili powder. So fry this for a minute or two and then turn off the heat of the gas and just keep it aside. Now we're going to use this marinated paneer. So in another pan, we're going to heat about 1 tablespoon of oil, and we're going to add all of this marinated paneer. Now you can keep the paneer marinated for a longer period too. You can keep it even overnight. And then we're just going to fry this a little in the oil. And now we're going to add this puree that we have prepared with all the other ingredients. This really elevates the flavor of this dish. It gives a lovely, awesome, amazing flavor to this tandoori paneer gravy. And then just mix everything nicely together. And we're going to cover and cook it for about 5 minutes, just stirring in between. Now, I like to add a little bit of coriander while I'm cooking this dish because the coriander adds a nice flavor to this dish. This is completely optional. Again, cover and cook for another 5 minutes. And then once you've cooked it, you will see that it has actually thickened up a bit and got a lovely consistency. It's no more runny or watery. And please don't add any water to this dish because then it will completely change the entire texture of this dish. Now everything is ready. We're going to turn off the heat and add a little more coriander and mix it well. And now your dish is ready. Just pour it into a lovely serving dish. This goes so well with some lovely rotis, naan, or even some rice. And then again, we're going to just garnish it with some coriander. I love to use a lot of coriander in my recipes. And here, friends, our lovely tandoori paneer gravy is all ready to enjoy. I'm sure you're going to love this recipe. Please let me know how yours turned out.
pakoras.